those of you that don't have the lift gate where it's wired direct, where there's power going back there, a lot of the newer trucks, they have the switch for the lift gate. You'll either have a control like this where it lights up where it's on, or it's going to be one of these auxiliary. So either way, if you have the truck that has the turn it on, this is the switch here. Pretty self-explanatory. Once you turn the power switch on, you have this toggle switch right here, and if you push it down, it makes the lift gate go down. Push it up, it goes up. The other way to control it, there's this plug in here, and then we have this remote. Just lift it up, just plug it in right here, and then use the buttons on the controller. Make it go up and down. That's pretty much all there is to it. What I do like to do is, since these covers on here, there's no seal inside there, I take dielectric grease and apply it to the plug and then inside there. So that way it keeps it from corroding, and because any kind of water, salt, road grime and stuff gets in there, the connections start getting corroded. So if you want to pick up like a little small container of dielectric grease, I'll get a picture of the bottle I carry with me, and periodically put some in there. That way it'll keep that all nice and lubed up and keeps it from having any issues. Other than that, liftgate operation is pretty simple. We're going to run it all the way down. It's basically just a one-handed operation. We're just going to pull it out and then lift up. And that's all there is to it. We'll go ahead and raise it up here a little bit. So on each of the lift gates, they have these stoppers here. So if you ever have to unload using the lift gate and you don't want the pallet jack going off the end of the ramp, you have these little stoppers here. You just press it and it lifts up, and it'll stop the pallet from running off the end of the truck or off the end of the lift gate there. So I take these can get all gummed up with road grime and dust, everything. They're all tucked up underneath the truck. So when I get a truck wash, I pull it out, have them wash everything off of it, and then I take some white lithium grease and I spray these stoppers here so they go in and out. And then when you want to close it, press it down and it snaps back in place. There's one on both sides there, and then there's a couple places on the lift gate, the pivot points, that I'll spray white lithium grease on it, like in these spots here, just to make sure that everything moves nice and smooth and it comes in and out really easy. If you ever have an issue, this is the control box where all the power comes from for the lift gate. So if you pull these off here, inside here, there's an inline fuse. It's just a 15 amp fuse. So if you ever run into the situation where it doesn't go up and down and your power switch is on, check this fuse, and just replace the fuse. So this is a container of dielectric grease that I carry with me. It has a little convenient, nice little cap on it, and then it's easy to store away. And then when you want to use some of it, you just slowly put it down. You can adjust this, turn it to where it only lets a little bit out at a time, but yeah, this is all I carry. So anytime you're getting loaded or unloaded, make sure that you have these rolled all the way down. There's a switch on the dash that dumps the air out of the airbags back here, so all the weight will rest solely on this The reason why we do that is because the suspension and the airbags alone can't handle the weight of the forklift going in and out. You'll do damage to the airbags. So we roll the dollies down and then let the air out of the suspension. That way we know all the weight is resting on that. And that way when the truck goes in and out, you're not putting any kind of excess pressure on the shocks and the airbags back there. So making sure that your dollies work properly, making sure that it's lubed up, if it needs work with the handle or whatever, making sure you're getting that stuff fixed and making sure these operate properly. There's a high and low gear on the dollies. If you press it all the way in, it's in the low gear. If you pull it all the way out, it's in high gear. Basically all that means is, so if there's some weight on there and it's really tough to get it to roll up, you pull it all the way out and it'll put it in high gear. It makes it easier to roll them up when there's weight on it. And then if you're empty like this and you're going somewhere and you're backing up to get loaded, you can put it in high gear that rolls them down faster. So that's basically all there is for that.